Pope Francis has died.
On a quiet morning, the world paused to mourn the loss of a spiritual giant. His Holiness Pope Francis, the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, has passed away at the age of 88. The Vatican announced his death earlier this week, bringing to a close a papacy marked by compassion, humility, and a call for global unity. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in 1936, Pope Francis made history in 2013 by becoming the first pope from the Americas, the first Jesuit pope, and the first to take the name Francis, a name inspired by Saint Francis of Assisi, the saint of peace and poverty. It was a sign of what was to come. From the very beginning, Pope Francis chose to live simply, rejecting the luxurious trappings of the papacy. He moved into a modest guesthouse instead of the grand apostolic palace. He drove a small car, often carried his own luggage, and made personal calls to people in need. He believed deeply in the message that the church should be a poor church for the poor. But his simplicity did not mean silence. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis spoke out boldly on issues facing the modern world. He called for urgent action on climate change, famously writing the encyclical Laudato Si', which became a global moral call to protect the environment. He advocated for migrants and refugees, emphasized mercy over judgment, and took steps to make the church more inclusive, even as his reforms sometimes met resistance. He was a man of contradictions, traditional in doctrine, yet revolutionary in tone, a spiritual leader who listened more than he spoke, a pope who bent down to wash the feet of prisoners, Muslims, and women during Holy Week, reminding the world that leadership is service. As the bells of St. Peter's Basilica toll in mourning, the world reflects on the legacy he leaves behind, one of bridge building, listening, and hope. Whether you were Catholic or not, his message transcended faith: love one another, care for the earth, be kind to the forgotten. Pope Francis once said, "Hope speaks to us of a thirst, an aspiration, a longing for a life of fulfillment." Today, we remember not just a pope, but a shepherd of peace. And though he may no longer walk among us, his voice, his actions, and his legacy will echo across generations.